Good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are back with Bingo Boffin as we continue the Bingo Boffin adventure quest chain. And last time we found we found a second clue, which will lead to the second hidden strongbox. And as I glanced at the letter last time, I recognized a pattern. The words don't mean much of anything. What matters when you look at the message is the letters themselves. And there are capital letters where there really shouldn't be capital letters. And when you look at them, well, they spell out a location. So we are going to head there. At least this one was easier than the other one. I like word puzzles. So we are going to head this way. And we're going to take a little tour of this section of the Lone Lands while we're at it. We've seen it before, but, well, we're going to revisit it. And this was... I don't think this was... No, this wasn't part of Cardolan. I mean, it was part of Anor. I don't think this was part of Cardolan. It might have been. Definitely not part of the area around North Downs, which was... I can't remember what that one was. Orthodan? Oh, this might actually be part of Cardolan. Alright, so we're going to head over this way. I think this is the path we need, or we might have passed it. Yeah, we did. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we need to go around. Excuse me, Mr. Half-Orc, who doesn't care about my existence. Another Half-Orc. Little level 25 mobs. It feels like they've made this spot steeper. I could almost swear this used to be a little flatter than this. I could be wrong, but I don't know. After several years of playing the game, I don't think I am. This definitely feels like the approach to the Eagle camp was a little steeper. Alright, so we're going to head around here. And this is the Lorn Span. And the location of the box we're looking for. The strong box is empty, save for a parchment containing 3 words. The end now. Bring the 3-word parchment to Theodore Gorse at the Forsaken End. Forsaken End? I guess. That might work. It does seem like it's the end of something. Go back over here. I remember these quests. Or his quest in particular, because he wanted us to kill kitty cats. But random little bits of purple flowers growing. Oh, Mr. Goblin. Mr. Boar. There it is. Another look at Weathertop. Oh, or its official name, Amansul. Because I keep calling it Weathertop, but it does actually have a name. Yeah, there are very little ruins out this way to indicate what the Lone Lands once looked like. It's still kind of fun to try to imagine it, but definitely harder than in places like, I don't know, Region, where there's a little more left to picture. This is pretty much wasteland. What? Can we go up there? I have to try that off screen. I don't think that's a place we can go up. Alright, Theodore.
You solved the message? Oh, let me see that treasure.
You present the parchment to Theodore, but to your surprise, he does not seem disappointed. The end now? Well, I guess that is it. We have the victory. This is the treasure, and our mysterious riddle master has acknowledged that we had success. I am happy, and I hope you are too.
That's it? The end now?
Theodore may be happy with this result, but I am not. Now that we have had a taste of treasure hunting, I will not be happy until we follow this chain of riddles to the end. Surely this cannot be it. Oh, I am not happy about this, Medriel. There has to be more. The end now? I do not believe it.
I will keep looking for clues, and you should see if Unlof needs help with anything.
I've been puzzling over the parchment you found in the last strongbox, Medriel. The one that simply reads, "The end now." That cannot possibly be the end of the hunt, can it? There has to be more to this than we were seeing. There just has to be. Well, I will keep studying the words for clues, but I do not want the keeper of this place to think us ungrateful. Go to Anlof and see if there's anything that needs doing, and if I learn anything useful about this disappointing paper, I will let you know. Okay, so we're going to be a fetch girl while he puzzles over that piece of paper.
It's a solid day.
You wish to help out? Well, I will not turn down the offer. After all, you never know when the offer will stop, and my back is not as strong as it was in my youthful days. I've had problems with the supply carts from time to time. The inn is a good ways from Breetown, and the road can be treacherous in poor weather. Still, my most recent supply should be here by now, and when he is in a hurry to return, my man sometimes leaves the crates and baskets outside next to the inn. Can you retrieve any of the supplies he left and carry them down to the basement storage room? It's on your left as you descend the stairs, and is right now storage for mainly old chairs. I would appreciate the help. All right. We'll do that for you. So we come out here. We're looking for these supplies that were dropped off. Ah, right here. Box of goods. A lot more NPCs in the Forsaken Inn than I last recalled. And this must be our storage room. You set bound a box of goods. And of course, we gotta be nosy. I think this is for a quest or something. might be the Forsaken Inn instance. And if you listen, you can hear what sounds like spirits. Almost looks like it should be a hidden door. Alright, back up. Pick up the basket of eggs outside the Forsaken Inn. Okay, we have the eggs. I actually kind of wish we had this as a handheld cosmetic, because it works a lot better than the basket of eggs that we actually get as a cosmetic. You set down the basket of eggs. Talk to Anloff the Forlorn in the Forsaken Inn. Alright, Anloff.
Oh, woe be me.
You brought the supplies down to my storage room. Ah, very good. I have been particularly waiting for the basket of lemons. You tell Anloff that there was no basket of lemons with the other supplies, and perhaps it will arrive with another shipment. That is very peculiar. I was expecting it on this cart. Well, no matter. They are only lemons, though I was looking forward to them. I guess, yeah, fresh fruit, whatever you can get.
I wonder.
Nothing yet, Medriel. Can it be that this paper speaks the truth, and this is truly the end of the treasure hunt on which we embarked? It is frustrating, but I should not dwell upon it. Did Anloff appreciate the work you did for him? You tell Bingo about the supplies you brought downstairs and also about the missing basket of lemons. Some lemons have gone missing. That is curious. It reminds me of an old trick I learned in childhood when I was small, and Bingo's voice trails off and he stares closely at the parchment in his hands. Medriel, will you take this and hold it before the fire? Not too close, mind you, but just close enough to warm the paper. I wonder. Bingo hands you the page excitedly. As it warms in the heat of the fire, letters appear on the parchment.
I knew it! Invisible letters!
I knew it, Medriel. When I was just a young hobbit, my father showed me the trick of writing invisible letters using the juice of lemons. When the paper is warmed, the letters appear as clear as day. Bingo studies the parchment for a moment and his face lights up. I know where to go, Medriel, and I believe we will discover the solution in our treasured mystery at the location written on this parchment. Study the paper and see if you can learn where to go, and I will meet you there. I am so glad to know that this paper was not the end now. Find the location mentioned. Okay, so the end now. We need to ignore all the capital letters this time. And I know where to go. So, we are going to head there. And you know what? We're going to be lazy. And we are going to take the stable. No, we won't. No, we won't. Because that would ruin the surprise. So, let's head out there. Although it's probably not a surprise to most people who would probably already figure out where I'm going just from the direction I'm headed. But I do love a good word puzzle. And number 2 and 3 were definitely fun word puzzles. What's that you say? You've done this before and you already know where you're going. I've done it before, yes, a couple of times. But that doesn't mean that I remember every single detail of the quest. And I do rather enjoy, well, remembering it again. There. Nifty little trick. If you use your number lock, you will put auto run on. So now I don't have to hold down the buttons to keep moving. All I have to do is turn occasionally when I need to, and this definitely feels different. Not like greatly different, but I don't know, just everything feels a little steeper. I know it hasn't been that long since I've been to Lone Lands. So I don't think it's just a feeling of newness again. I think they actually did slightly change the terrain. Okay, can we just take a moment to look around and appreciate all these ruins? Especially considering altogether this would have been a very impressive city slash fort. I'm wondering if this area would have been considered a city or if it was just strictly a fort. They're all very impressive. Definitely a lot more going on here than there is towards the Forsaken Endway. And if you had already figured out that we are headed to Oscaruth, you would be correct. That is where the last location was. Oh, and look, we have Mr. Bertleby here. What do you have to offer this time?
I have information for you that may be of use. I have collected many fine items during my travels.
Home of the Sleek Fox. Some housing decorations, including a marigold property guard. So you can get marigold to guard your property. Which, if I had a hobbit house, that would be absolutely fun. We are going to pick up this fox tome, though. Because, of course we are. Okay, so we'll go back here and look for Bingo. And because I do know where he's at, I'm just going to head straight there. Bingo smiles widely at you as you approach. You figured it out, he says happily.
You figured it out! I knew you would!
Theodore wanted to come along as well. He's very excited to meet the one responsible for leaving us these clues and riddles.
Listen, The true master treasure seeker's coming out.
I am nervous, Medriel. Your friend Bingo believes that the riddle has led us to this place, and that the true master treasure seeker awaits within. I'm so excited to meet him, for I have so much to learn. Listen, I hear movements within. He is coming out. Haley Meadowsweet steps outside the tent. Okay, so we have some lag going on. You found me, Medriel. I have to admit I am impressed. I did not know that you would be able to solve the riddles I left for you. Theodore never had a chance, of course. He often bragged about his abilities as a treasure seeker. But of course I knew the truth. One of us spoke of such deeds, and one of us actually did them. I would discover these treasures and leave riddles to their locations for Theodore to find, but he never did. Until you and Bingo came along, I believed I would have no challenge to my title, but there it is.
I will learn from Haley if she'll have me as a student.
Haley was the real master treasure seeker all along? I don't believe it. But she got to all those treasures before I did, and left the riddles there for me to unravel. But I never did. Theodore looks crestfallen for a moment, and then he clenches a fist. I will learn from her, Medriel, if she will accept me as a student. With her training, I will be the master treasure seeker one day. I swear it on all the hidden treasures in Middle Earth. One day, with Haley as my tutor, I will be the best.
Our treasure hunt is at an end, and I am satisfied with its conclusion.
I hope that Haley knows what she has gotten herself into, for I suspect that Theodore may not be the most attentive of pupils. Can he be taught the skill of Haley's trade? I think they both may have a lot to learn. My own journey is not at the end now. It is at the beginning, Medriel.
Our own journey must continue.
I am happy for Theodore and Haley, and I am proud of the small part we played in their newfound appreciation for each other. I wonder how many treasure hunting lessons that appreciation will last. Bingo laughs and consults his map. Our own journey must continue, Medriel. Judging from these distances, we will be able to leave the Lone Lands today and come into the wooded hills and dales of the Trollshaws. It sounds like an ominous place. Are you ready? Let us walk eastward, my adventurous companion, and we will reassess our course when we come to the last bridge, marked here on my map. Alright, so no more riddles. We know that our next stop is the last bridge, which leads out of Lone Lands and into the Trollshaws. So let's go ahead and head there. Well, that was rather fun. And why do I get the feeling that Haley and Theodore are not going to get along all that swimmingly? I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a bit of a contentious relationship. Is it late afternoon? It is dusk. What a beautiful sight. For all its dangers, this area can be quite beautiful at times. And you know what? I'm thinking about it while I'm riding. Huh. Maybe we should, perhaps work on some Slayer deeds while we're out this way again. I may do some of that off screen. I may not have kept my promise to do every deed before I left an area, but I can certainly work on catching up with them now. Lone Lands, I know I did. And here we have it, the last bridge. And you can see it was once quite a majestic bridge. But, of course, like all things in the Lone Lands, it has fallen to disrepair.
We should look for a good place to stop for the night.
That was quite a walk, and now my legs are sore. It does not look like so great a distance on my map, but it is one thing to see the land depicted in tiny pictures, and quite another to walk it step by step. We should look for a good spot to stop for the night, Medjugorje. Speak to me, and we can look for such a place just off the road. Okay, so the next bit is an instance, and we will do that next time. And to be sure you don't miss it, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and know that it's all very much appreciated. Until then, bye for now.